Welcome to today's episode where we dive into the fascinating world of major world religions. Religion has shaped human history, influenced cultures, and provided meaning to countless lives throughout the ages. In this episode, we'll explore the origins, beliefs, and impact of some of the most influential religions, including Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam. We'll also touch on pivotal concepts and key historical events related to each faith. Join us on this enlightening journey through the history of religions. Let's begin with Hinduism, regarded as the oldest major religion in the world. Its roots reach back to the Indus Valley Civilization, around 2500 BCE, continuing through the Vedic period, which began around 1500 BCE. Unlike many religions, Hinduism doesn't have a single founder or a central religious authority. Instead, it encompasses thousands of gods and goddesses, with the most important beliefs centered around dharma, or moral duty. Additionally, concepts such as karma, the cycle of samsara, birth, death, and rebirth, and moksha, the liberation from this cycle, are foundational to Hindu beliefs. Hindus worship a variety of deities, but they primarily believe in one ultimate reality known as Brahman, who manifests in numerous forms. This rich tapestry of beliefs makes Hinduism unique. Now, what do you think is the term used to describe the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth in Hinduism? It's called samsara. Understanding this cycle can illuminate the Hindu perspective on life and death, offering a viewpoint that regards existence as part of a larger continuum. Moving on, let's explore Judaism, the first major monotheistic religion, which began around 1800 BCE. The essence of Judaism is the belief in one God, and it is centered around the covenant established between God and Abraham. The Torah, which consists of the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible, is the bedrock of Jewish law and teachings. Jews uphold the importance of following God's commandments, or mitzvot, and anticipate the arrival of a Messiah. A pivotal moment in Jewish history occurred in 70 CE with the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem by the Romans, which led to the scattering of Jewish communities across the globe, known as the diaspora. This extensive history has profoundly shaped Jewish identity and community. Now, let's consider the essence of Buddhism. Founded in the 5th century BCE by Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha, Buddhism began in present-day Nepal and India. After witnessing suffering, such as old age, sickness, and death, Siddhartha renounced his royal lifestyle to understand the roots of human suffering. His discoveries are encapsulated in the 4 Noble Truths: life inevitably involves suffering, suffering is caused by desire, suffering can cease, and the Eightfold Path is the way to end suffering. The ultimate spiritual goal in Buddhism is to achieve nirvana, which represents liberation from the cycle of rebirth, or samsara. This transformative perspective offers followers practical guidance on leading a life free from suffering. Moving on, let's delve into Christianity. Emerging in the 1st century CE, Christianity is centered on the life, teachings, death, and resurrection of Jesus of Nazareth, a Jewish preacher. Christians regard Jesus as the Son of God and the anticipated Messiah prophesied in Jewish texts. Key beliefs include the significance of Jesus' crucifixion, which is seen as the atonement for humanity's sins, and his resurrection, celebrated as triumph over death. The Bible, containing both the Old and New Testaments, is the sacred scripture of Christianity. One of the core events of Christian faith, especially highlighted at Easter, is the resurrection of Jesus, which signifies hope and redemption for believers. Now let's explore Islam, founded in the 7th century by the Prophet Muhammad in Mecca, which is present-day Saudi Arabia. Muslims believe that Muhammad received revelations from Allah, or God in Arabic, through the angel Gabriel, which are documented in the Quran, Islam's holy text. Core Islamic beliefs include the oneness of God, the prophethood of Muhammad, the existence of angels, and the Day of Judgment. A central aspect of practicing Islam is the 5 pillars, which are the declaration of faith, prayer, almsgiving, fasting during Ramadan, and pilgrimage to Mecca. These pillars guide the spiritual and moral life of Muslims and serve as fundamental practices that illustrate their devotion and submission to God. Now let's take a moment to discuss the Silk Road, which played a significant role in the dissemination of religions across Asia. This ancient network of trade routes connected China with the Mediterranean, allowing not just goods, but also cultural and religious ideas to flourish. For instance, Buddhism spread from India to countries like China, Korea, and Japan along these routes, while Christian missionaries journeyed to Asia, spreading their faith alongside commerce. Islam too expanded via the Silk Road, as merchants and pilgrims shared its teachings wherever they traveled. This tremendous exchange of beliefs, philosophies, and practices enriched the cultures it touched, creating many vibrant and diverse societies along the way. Next, let's look at Confucianism, a philosophical system founded by Confucius in China during the 6th and 5th centuries BCE. Unlike major world religions, Confucianism primarily offers a social and political philosophy rather than a traditional religious doctrine. It emphasizes moral virtue, respect for elders, loyalty to family and the state, and the importance of proper conduct in social relationships, often illustrated through 5 key relationships. A central tenet of Confucianism is filial piety, the respect and devotion to one's parents and ancestors, which is encouraged as a fundamental virtue. This focus on ethical behavior and moral integrity has provided profound guidance in East Asian societies for centuries. As we continue to explore these religions, it's also important to consider their festive celebrations. Major world religions hold various festivals that commemorate significant events. For example, Diwali, known as the Festival of Lights in Hinduism, celebrates the victory of light over darkness. In Judaism, Hanukkah commemorates the rededication of the Second Temple in Jerusalem. Buddhism celebrates Vesak, which marks the birth, enlightenment, and death of the Buddha. Ramadan in Islam is a month dedicated to fasting, reflecting on the first revelation of the Quran to Muhammad. Christmas, celebrated by Christians, marks the birth of Jesus. Each celebration carries deep cultural and spiritual significance, enriching the practice and community life of adherents. Lastly, we should touch on the schism within Islam, which resulted in 2 main branches, Sunni and Shia. This division arose shortly after Muhammad's death in 632 CE, primarily over the question of leadership within the Muslim community. Sunnis advocate for a leader chosen through consensus, while Shias believe leadership should remain within Muhammad's family, specifically through his cousin Ali. Today, Sunnis make up about 85 to 90% of the Muslim population, while Shias represent about 10 to 15%, mainly found in countries like Iran and Iraq. Understanding these differences enriches our comprehension of the diverse perspectives within Islam. Now, as we wrap up this exploration of major world religions, it's fascinating to note how they interconnect and share common stories, particularly among the 3 Abrahamic faiths, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. All 3 trace their lineage back to Abraham and share numerous narratives, such as those of Adam and Eve, Noah's flood, and the journeys of biblical figures. Furthermore, the city of Jerusalem holds sacred significance for all 3. Jews revere the Temple Mount, Christians recognize it as the site of Jesus' death and resurrection, and Muslims regard it highly, as its home to the Dome of the Rock, associated with Muhammad's night journey. This shared heritage showcases not only their distinct identities but also the intertwining nature of their histories and beliefs. Today, we traverse the rich tapestry of major world religions, exploring their origins, beliefs, and the profound impact they have had on history and culture. From Hinduism's timeless concepts of karma and dharma to the monotheistic foundations of Judaism, Christianity's central beliefs in Jesus' resurrection, and Islam's pillars of faith, each religion contributes uniquely to our understanding of spirituality. We also delved into the Silk Road's role in spreading these religions and the importance of festivals and religious practices, revealing how interconnected our world truly is. Each faith springs from its historical roots, yet they all enrich human experience and thought. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the history of world religions. The beliefs and practices we've explored today continue to shape societies and foster understanding among cultures. We encourage you to keep exploring these fascinating topics. Whether through reading, discussions, or personal reflection, the exploration of faith can offer profound insights into our own lives and the world around us. Until next time, keep asking questions and stay curious.